don't have much else to say. I'm kind of speechless. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be the video, okay? I'm going to be showing you guys how I do boho knotless braids with human hair. Yes, human hair. This style, as you guys can see, is literally the best hairstyle I've ever done. Like, hands down, this is the best hairstyle ever. It just looks so amazing. It's so natural. I feel like it's honestly the best summer hairstyle. I'm going to be detailing everything that I use, everything that I did to get this hairstyle in this video. If you guys want to see how I achieve this look, definitely keep watching this video. Starting off with the product, so I'm using the Yaky Perm Braiding Hair by Soul Sister, and it's just their Kinkalon hair. Also going to be using the classy human hair in Bohemian Wave. I got this bundle in 14 inches. This other hair that you see here is just, I think it's called the Shake and Go brand. It's also in 14 inches, and this is the water curl. I just show you both versions of the type of hair that you can use for the boho part. The Shake and Go brand is just synthetic, so it kind of like tangles over time. Getting into how I start prepping the hair, I'm gonna cut the hair in half. I'm also going to cut off the bundles from the track, so I just cut right across the track to get the human hair prepped. Cut my braiding hair because I want it to be a little bit shorter in length. Turn off on blow dried hair, and this is me with about half of my hair done. If you want a more detailed video on how I part and section out my hair for knotless braids, then definitely comment down below and I can record a video of that for you all. For the purpose of this video, I just want to show you what the boho part looks like. To start out the braid, I just section my hair into 3 sections as you see here. When I'm adding the hair in, I'm adding it in between my pointer finger and my middle finger, and then my middle finger and my ring finger, just going right next to each other, if that makes sense. And you'll see me add a couple pieces of hair in each time to the pieces that's right next to each other, and just continue to braid down. It's really simple once you get the hang of it. I know it can be a little tricky, but that's how I add my hair in. For each braid, I'll add in about 3 to 4 pieces of braiding hair. Get to the boho part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small piece of that Bohemian Wave hair, just going to add it in the same way I add in my braiding hair, and I'm going to braid it down a couple times just to make sure it's secure. Once I feel like it's pretty secure, I'm going to take it out, use a hair clip, and I'm just going to section that off from the braid so I won't braid it in, and so it's just out the way. And then I just continue to braid down normally, and that's literally it for the braid. Each braid, I like to add at least like 2 to 3 pieces of the human hair out. You'll see me do it with my next braid, but I kind of map out the hair randomly. I'll alternate between each braid when I want to add in the bohemian hair. Sometimes I add it towards the top, sometimes I add it towards the bottom, like on preference or like where I feel like it's needed. Now you'll see me adding in hair at the ends. Once I get towards the end of where the braiding hair is, I'm just going to add in small pieces of that human hair, the same way I've been adding in the hair. I'm going to make sure that each strand has a piece of human hair on it. So as you see here, I just add another piece of the human hair, and then I braid all the way down. Once I get about halfway to where I added in the human hair, I like to go in with a little bit of nail glue just to make sure it's secure, and then I braid over that nail glue to like further that reinforcement. That's literally it. That's how I do the braids. I'm going to show you guys again so you guys can really see how we do these braids that I do to start off any braid. So I'm just applying a little bit of that gel, and I'm sectioning off into 3 pieces, and I add my first piece of hair in between those 2 sections. Add hair with like the leading strand and then the middle strand. And as you see, I added in that curly piece there, taking out the curly piece early on so that it can be more towards the top of the braid. And like I said, the way that I add in the curly pieces are really random, kind of alternate. Like with the last braid, I did it towards the middle. This braid, I do it towards the top, like alternate based on what I feel like looks right and what I feel like is needed. And I just continue to braid down, and as you see, I'll add that other piece of curly hair in, braid it down to make sure it's secure in that braid, and then I'll take it out and move it out the way with a hair clip and continue to braid all the way down until I'm pretty much done braiding with the normal braiding hair. And then that's when I'll start adding in my human hair or the curly hair one by one, so each strand has some curly hair sticking out. Continue to braid down until I feel like I'm about halfway through, and then I use a little bit of nail glue to make sure it's really secure and braid over that. As you can see with this braid, sometimes you do get a little bit of the braiding hair still stuck at the bottom, and what I do is I just lift it out the way and I just literally cut it backwards with the scissors to make sure, you know, it doesn't look like a blunt cut. That is literally how I do the Bohemian braids. You need to repeat the same steps for the rest of my hair. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this process up, and then I'll come back and finish this hairstyle off. So finishing off the hairstyle, I'm going to go in with some Lotta Body Mousse, and I'm just going to apply that all over my head to just get any flyaways out the way and just smooth the whole hairstyle down. And then I'm gonna go and dip my ends in hot water. I just wanna show you guys what it looks like before I dip my hair in the hot water and after I dip my hair in the hot water. As you can see, it just moves a little bit more and it looks a lot better. So now I'm just gonna dip the other side of my hair into the hot water. I go as high as I can and I let it sit there for a couple seconds, and then I literally just pull it straight down. What I'm doing is, you'll see like the towel is around the hair, so I kind of just pat it in between my hands and I go down the hair shafts, pulling it down a little bit and scrunching it towards the end. But yeah, that's just how I dip my ends, and as you can see, it just flows so much more better. And the human hair just curls up like regular curly hair, like it's not damaged at all. And that is how I finish off these braids. This is it. This is what it looks like. This hair, don't have much else to say. I'm kind of speechless. This is actually me about 2 weeks later after I had installed these braids on myself. This hairstyle is more like natural and it kind of is a little messy. Over time, it looks a little bit better. I maintain the hair by just wetting it like once a week, and then I go in with a little bit of mousse. I just want to show you all what it looks like if you were to wet the hair. So I'm gonna wet the hair on this half of my head and compare it to the other side so you can see like what it looks like wet versus dry. So I just did the ends. They're literally like soaking wet. You can see just how like the hair curls right back up. Didn't wet it all the way up the roots and the tops of the hair, but as you can see, it's literally just a little bit of a difference, not too much. It literally just looks like wet curly hair, and this is what it looks like when it's dry. For maintenance, I pretty much just do that, scrunch it up with a towel. I like to use some mousse. I just use this, the Creme of Nature Argan Oil Mousse. Any mousse that you like, just a few pumps, and then I just scrunch it wherever like the curly hair really is, or the human hair. And sometimes I run it up my hair, but mainly focus on like the ends. That's all I do to maintain the curls of the hair. So I usually do that like about once every week, because it doesn't take much to maintain this hair, and it's just super bomb, guys. This is a completed look. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Definitely like it if you did, and comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I really hope you all was able to learn how to do these boho knotless braids. Like I said, all the products that I use, everything that I did is in this video, and I'll also include in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one.